guys, what's up? It's Lauren from the YouTube channel LaurDIY, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really cute zippered pouch. It's perfect for a pencil case or just to hold small accessories. So for this craft, you're going to need some graph paper, a 7-inch zipper, permanent marker, crafting knife, scissors, and then I've got 3 ducklings here in preppy plaid, chrome, pink, and then I also have a ruler. So I'm going to start off by making 2 duck fabrics, so one with a pattern side and one with a solid side, and these are 8 by 5.5 inches. So I've got 2 of these and they are identical. So I'm going to start by drawing a text bubble onto my graph paper. So I have one already drawn out right here, and it's perfect because there's already 1/4 inch squares on our graph paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just start cutting this out. And there is my final text bubble that's cut out. So next step is to take our solid side of the pouch, and all I'm going to do now with my permanent marker is trace my text bubble right on top here. And you can do whatever design you like, but I went for a text bubble because I'm going to write LOL in the middle of it. Alright, so once you're all done, you can get this out of the way. And now, using your ruler and your crafting knife, we're going to go along each of the lines going lengthwise and make slits every 1/4 inch. So the first one is going to be right on that line we first drew. And this next one is actually going to line up with that next set of lines, but after that, just go ahead and use your ruler. So if you want, you can use your ruler and just make little dots where each of the quarters are, so it's easier when you go to cut it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just use those as guides for where you need to start your cut. So go ahead and keep cutting your slits all the way across and make sure you get that top line and go all the way down to that very bottom line. So I'm gonna swap this out for a finished one. So now you can see all my slits that I have every 1/4 inch here, and these are gonna be for when we weave smaller pieces going this way. So that's gonna make the word, so you're gonna have some pieces showing and some pieces not showing as we weave them through. So now to make the strips that we're gonna weave through our pouch, I'm gonna use my chrome duckling here, and I'm gonna go 5 inches. And this is going to be a double-sided, so I'm going to lay this down on my craft mat and just measure 2 strips that are exactly 5 inches that we're going to place on top of each other. And then just cut an identical second piece. So sticky side facing up. And then I'm going to take my second piece and just sandwich these together, sticky sides facing in. And then just flatten it out, moving towards the outside edges. And now, using my ruler, I'm just going to snip these into thirds. So there's one, and this is my first piece that's going to be woven into the pouch. And then this one into half. There we go. So if you're using the same measurements as me, you're going to need a total of 17 of these. So go ahead and repeat that exact same process until you have 17. So I've got some set aside right here, so we can move right on to the weaving process. So now taking the pouch piece that has our text bubble, I'm going to lay this down facing up, and then taking one of my pieces that's going to weave, we're going to go in at the very bottom here. So all the way under all of these slits. And then we're going to pop this right back up over on this side and then just scooch it all the way down to the very end. And we're just going to leave these loose for now. We're going to fasten them down after, but for now we're just going to leave these all just completely loose. So go ahead and repeat that exact same process. So this one is 1/4 inch down, so same thing, pop it in, and then come back up at the very top here. I'm just going to scoot it down next to this other one. And if you want to flip it over and just see what it looks like on the other side, you can see that the text bubble is going to be chrome, and then our LOL is going to be in preppy plaid. So I'm going to go to a total of 4 strips over before I start the first letter. So I'm just going to keep repeating this process. And now on this one, just make sure you get this very, very bottom one so that it goes in at the very bottom of the text bubble. And then it's going to pop back up right here. Go back under like the other ones. And then all the way under into the very top. So now if you flip it over, you can see that we're starting to have that very bottom of the text bubble. So now we're going to start at the L. So I'm going to pop this in the bottom here, and then going from the baseline, so this is the baseline, we're gonna go 2 slits up, so 1, 2, and in the spots where we miss, so we're on the back of the pouch, that's where the LOL is going to show, or the first L. So it's gonna go there, and then 2 from the top, go back under, so that's gonna form the top of the L, and then back up. So now, if we flip it over, you can see that there's one side of the L starting to form. We're gonna do that exact same process again, but we're not gonna miss this section here, so it's gonna close up our L. And we have an L. So just keep repeating this process, so leaving out the slits here that are gonna form our letters until you have LOL. So after weaving all my strips, I have my LOL in my text bubble. I think it's so, so cute. A little bit trippy, but I'm into it. So now I'm just gonna flip it back over, and using my pink duckling, I'm gonna make some strips, and we're just gonna fasten down all of our chrome strips here so they don't slip out of place. And just make sure that all your chrome strips are not peeking over that edge there. So you can go the full length of the pouch here and just snip this off. And just fasten it down on both the top and the bottom. So once you've fastened all your strips, looks like that on the front and this on the back, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my zipper back into the middle here. So all we're gonna do is line this up on the middle, and we're gonna put some tape on the front with the zipper, flip it over, and then do tape on the back for a double reinforcement. So just line that up like this, and then take the other side of your pouch, just like this. And don't worry about the excess of the zipper, we're gonna go ahead and snip that off afterwards. So I'm gonna start out by measuring the length of the pouch, so it's perfect. So I'm just gonna use this as a guide, and just go ahead and cut 2 of these, 1 for each side of the zipper. Alright, so now, with our pink strips, you're gonna aim to put half on the duck fabric and then half on the zipper fabric. Alright, so half on the fabric and half on the duck fabric. And then do the exact same thing on the other side. So half on the zipper and half on the fabric. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that exact same process for the inside as well. Again, just cutting 2 more pieces the length of the pouch and then adding them right onto that zipper. So again, we're aiming for half on the pouch and half on the zipper. So just line it up and then fasten that down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of any extra I have here on both sides and get rid of this, and then repeat that same process on this side as well. So now I'm gonna fold this in half, and then using my pink duckling again, we're just gonna do another piece the length of the pouch, and then you're gonna use that to double that over and fasten up that bottom. So half on this side facing up, flatten it over, flip, and then the other side onto this one. And then go ahead and repeat that exact same process so we can close up this side and this side. And you are all done. So you can open it up and we have our inside, super neon pink, definitely into it as well. And you can put pencils in it or small accessories, anything you want, just a really great size to throw in your purse. And you can also use different patterns and colors. So I have this one here. If you want to put different text on it, so I have another text bubble with the word hi in it, also super cute. Let me know which one you like better in the comments down below. Make sure to check out other playlists for more duct tape crafts. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!